Let's continue with the final stanza of the poem On the Move by Tom Gunn. Now, this is the last stanza, and of course, the first and the last stanza of any poem indicates a kind of a philosophy or a significance or an indication of what exactly the poet wants to convey, the message he wants to indicate through uh, the poem that he has written. Now, this stanza 5 of On the Move indicates an adamant nature. Now, we have been in this poem, we have been talking about the bikers, the young boys. They are wearing black jackets and they are, motorcyclists, bikers, and they are moving in speed, and they represent the younger generation of today's, and how this young generation is crazy for speed movement. It just wants to get the maximum in the minimum with least effort, doesn't know the definition of struggle, doesn't know the definition of patience, doesn't know that how you have to, doesn't know what is sacrifice, doesn't know what are the meanings of life. So here he says that these boys indicate an adamant nature, that they do not stop for long, and these are self assured, they are self confident young men, and they walk away from they walk away with their man made machines, that is, the motorbikes, and roaring it away here and there and blowing up the dust everywhere. So they don't have any final ambition or goal or any resting place, and are not able to achieve a natural wholeness as the lives of the birds and saints. Now, the lives of the birds and saints completely contrasted to the life of these bikers, because birds have destinations, saints are completely opposite, because their lives have significance. They dedicate their lives to God, or for social purposes, but that is not the case at all for these bikers. In other ways, we can say that they are leading an insignificant and a worthless life. The birds and the saints, they sit astride and speed up a direction which is fruitful. But these bikers, their vehicles are unknown and they are moving towards unknown destiny. They travel through towns where there is no nest, for birds and homes of holiness. Saints and birds have purposes and aims in life. They have directions. But these bikers, on the other hand, do not have to achieve a natural wholeness or a natural achievement or a natural thing in their lives, as they are not able to achieve anything, any feeling of satisfaction or completeness from life. They say they should be on the move always, and that is what the title of the poem here indicates or signifies, or in fact, we can say that authenticates the title of the poem On the Move, because his bikers wants to be on the move all the time. Doesn't want to stop, they doesn't want to rest, they doesn't want to ponder, they doesn't want to contribute anything to anyone or neither to society. So they say that they only believe in enjoyment, and enjoying the speed without any intention, without any direction, without any supervision. They are at their worst while they are on the move. So they are in continuous motion and they are nearing towards their final destination. And what is the final destination here? Death is considered to be the final destination. So the attitude expressed in the poem is similar to the philosophy of existentialism, as we can comprehend here. And the philosophy of existentialism here says that men have no God given purposes but must define themselves. So, existentialist doesn't believe that. Uh, there is a purpose which for which a man should live, and this is something which is completely strange and insignificant nowadays. So furthermore, men still have a measure of free will, and life is a journey with uncertainties. So moving with speed can give man illusions of reacting vigorously to the difficulties of life. So the last two lines: reaching no absolute in which to rest, one is always nearer but not keeping still. So one is always nearer to what? Nearer is to here destination. Now the destination has to be chosen by a significant person, where the destination should be. So the last stanza, of course, teaches us a lot, helps us a lot to understand about the philosophy of life and also philosophy of human beings, and especially the intentions and the title of the significance of the title of the poem. So here the poem ends. On the Move, we can say, can be compared to Jack Kerouac's novel On the Road, published the same year. So, On the Road, of course, it could be compared to this. And both the titles suggest a kind of restless detachment of people from society, typical of the Beat generation, that is the 1950s. So, in other words, we can say that there's a philosophy in the poem, and it completely presents us a contrast to the conditions of humanity in the world, and in such a world which is devoid of God or values. And a world and a society which is devoid of values and devoid of God, what kind of a society it could be, you could just imagine. It could be a barbaric society, it could be a society of savages, it could be a society where we don't find that human beings are living or souls are living, but zombies could be living. So uh, this is what Tom Gunn wants to focus our attention towards, that these bikers, what another way they are taking the humankind towards a kind of a deterioration, and that is completely disastrous, not only for their generation, but the generations which are about to come, the upcoming generations. Thank you so much.